Alrighty, well, welcome you guys. So many new people right now. Can you believe it? What a crazy first 10 days of the month.
Cheers.
Like almost 70 people joined in the last week. Yahoo! We'll pretend these are both Slim. He's got something with frozen watermelon. Mary got us hooked on this frozen watermelon ice cube thing.
Delish.
It is delish. All right, well, I want to welcome you guys to not just our team, but an amazing company and an amazing industry. And there's probably three types of people on this Zoom tonight. There's some that are brand new, that are still trying to figure out what you just joined, and you thought, well, it's 20 bucks, what do I have to lose? I don't know what this stuff is or who this company is, but I'll give it a shot. And so you're kind of just curious and testing the waters tonight. There are some of you that are like thinking, okay, so this could be a good hobby. Maybe I'll make a few bucks, and so let's see what this is. And then there's some that are dinging and and are saying, I want to be all in. This looks legit. I can't wait to be a part of this and take it to the top. Let's get started. And you want to know everything. And I want you to know that whoever you are and wherever you fall in these three categories, welcome. We're really excited for you, and we relate to all three types because we've been all three types. I started out completely skeptical and wanted nothing to do with this company or the products. When my friend Heather Grenier first reached out to me, she knew that I could benefit from them, but I didn't. And I wasn't teachable, and I wasn't open, and I wasn't looking. I was a busy mom of 7. And we also have a special needs child. I was in my postpartum period after our 7th, and there's this mosquito that's like flying by. In our postpartum period, my youngest, Malachi, was 3 months old, and I was a hot mess. Just to sum up who I was falling apart very quickly. And so the thought of something new, it couldn't even like compartmentalize in my brain. But after 3 more months went by and I grew worse, I also grew desperate. And I gave in and tried out the products. And then it was another 2 months later that I eventually joined. And that's when I fell into the category of, well, maybe this could be like a cool little hobby, or maybe I could surprise Chad and like actually make some money here. I thought maybe I would get 3 customers. But here we are a year and a half later, and Chad is basically semi-retired, retired, I don't know. He's home full time with us, I know that. And we wake up not to an alarm clock, but to our kids, and kind of setting our own schedule and running everything together as a team. We run our home as a team. We run the dishes as a team, our laundry as a team. We homeschool as a team. We run this business as a team. It's doubled our income, or excuse me, more than that, I guess. It's our Plexus income is double what Chad's income was when I started. That's a better way of saying it. So it's been an amazing journey, and we are so thrilled for you and here to help you just wherever you fit along the line. But I want to lay like the groundwork and a foundation for you. Marketing. Welcome to an amazing industry. It's been around for plenty of years. It's established itself as a trustworthy, legit thing. The days of people saying, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, are less and less. You rarely hear that these days because there's hundreds of companies that are doing so well, and it's really been proven as a way to get the word out about products. And I was reading this article just today, actually, talking about the next wave of millionaires, and the next wave of wealth will be in 2 industries, in health and wellness and in network marketing. And that if any company can combine those 2 things, then you got to watch out. And that's exactly where Plexus is. Yes, there's a lot of amazing companies, whether they're selling candles or dishes or skincare or makeup or whatever, but we are part of a company that also has great products that really truly change lives, that when our customers run out of them are saying, wait, can I come by your house and get some more? And you can't say that about everything. I love supporting my friends in all different businesses, but there have been times that I've run out of a foundation from a certain company and just grabbed something off the shelf, or I've run out of mascara, or even essential oils. I've supported a couple different network marketing companies, but there's something unique about these Plexus products is you can't find anything like it in the stores. They are working in an amazing way. So you are part of an amazing industry. You're also part of an amazing company that's trustworthy, that's debt-free, that's not going anywhere, that's rapidly growing and keeps having record-breaking months on top of each other. A brand new warehouse with like a 79-year lease. It's just, I'm blown away. The culture within Plexus is like none other. The compensation plan is like none other. They set out with a goal to do network marketing like it should be done and like it could be done, but rarely is. And they have accomplished that for sure. The more I'm around the company, the more I'm around the owners and the jewels, or the people that have reached kind of the top of the company, the more I'm impressed and the more solid my foundation is in what God put in our lap to do. And you guys want to hear some fun stats that I wrote down? That I scribbled down? 80% of all women who make over $100,000 a year do it through network marketing or direct sales. 80% of stay-at-home mamas or single ladies, 80% of these ladies in our culture and our country who are making 6 figures a year do that through network marketing. That's a big deal. It's estimated that about 50% of all households in our country are going to be involved in some sort of network marketing. So that means potentially that 50% of your friends list right now on Facebook either is currently involved in network marketing and direct sales, or they will be soon. And I don't know about you, but I want them to be joining with me and with our company and with what we're doing. 50%. 85% success rate for home-based businesses. Whereas if you were to start up a mom and pop shop downtown, you have a 2% success rate. But in a home-based business, it's an 85% success rate on average. I've also heard it said that for most companies, if you will stick with it and you're coachable and you're doing what it takes, then in 2 to 4 years, your success rate is very high of accomplishing great wealth. There was one more I think I've written down. No, I think I did it. All right. Anything that you want to throw in there? Well, and within Plexus, I could keep breaking it down. You're part of an amazing team. Our team is precious. It's just, we are blown away by what God's doing right now and the people that are becoming involved. You don't have anything to add?
You're doing great.
Wow. Well, we're going to cover a couple of things. I'm not going to go in depth. We're going to keep it pretty basic and simple. One is your products, because I know some people who joined in the last 10 days have not even tried the products yet. They just saw that, well, this is the cheapest way to buy, which you're right, it is. This is the best way to get started and the cheapest way to get your products. So we're going to just briefly cover kind of what to expect on your products and how to take them. First of all, I want you to know they will not necessarily work overnight. We're so used to having a headache and taking an Advil and getting rid of the headache. But this is different. Right now, you are beginning to treat the root causes of your health issues. You're going to be targeting your blood sugar imbalances, your gut health, inflammation in your body, dehydration. You're going to be hydrating your body. Maybe for the first time in a long time, your body is finally going to get the hydration that it needs. When you're doing that, you're allowing your body to come into balance and allowing it to restore itself. Our cells take 90 days to restore and regenerate. So I want you to go into this with the right mindset, that this isn't an overnight success thing, both in the income side of it necessarily and in the health side. There are people who try the products and within the first day they're feeling amazing, or in their first week they feel amazing. There are others that they may not start feeling these life-changing benefits till month 4, month 5 even, some people on our team. For me, it was like the end of month 2 that I could say with full confidence that the turnaround I had seen in my health wasn't a random miracle, but it had come from some products God had brought. Because I was wavering. I wasn't sure if I wanted to admit. It was easy to see I had made a huge turnaround, but yeah, I needed to know that it had come from the products I was on. And that came around month 2. I know for you, your weight loss came more at like month 4. Month 5. I mean, like you were seeing some good stuff, but like it really took on.
45 days into it, I started seeing some pretty dramatic health changes in terms of mainly my gut and things that were other issues that were kind of plaguing me for quite a while.
But the weight loss.
Yeah, the weight loss, it didn't happen overnight, but I think actually it was.
There was some that happened overnight on Slim.
Yeah.
And then when we targeted your gut, we kind of threw it off a little bit.
Yeah. But in between month 2 and 3 is I dropped some weight pretty quick. And throughout the process, I think one of the things that I noticed first off was the waistline before the weight. So my weight actually went up a little bit because my gut was rebuilding some good bacteria, I believe. And but my waist went down. So that was kind of interesting. Mm-hmm. So maybe you can share even a little bit about that.
Yeah, the same happened for me. When I initially started on Slim, I did have weight to lose since I had just had a baby. And I'll stay with that side of my story. But I lost 2 clothing sizes without the scale moving at all. So it's really fun. It's fun to watch everyone's journey. But if you are in the spectrum that if you're like you joined because you want to lose weight and it seems like it's a slow weight loss, be encouraged and know that if you stick with it, in my opinion, like I don't have a question of whether or not these products work. It's only going to be a matter of time and whether or not you work the products. If you can stay consistent on the products, consistent on your water intake, and if you will reach out and seek out help and any instructions as far as what to troubleshoot, maybe some adjustments to make and a few tweaks along the way, you will have success on the products. Hands down. I've seen it too many times, hundreds of times at this point, and so many testimonies. It's just a matter of time. But you have to be willing to remember you are treating the root issues. You're treating your health, and the health is the number one goal. All right. So if you ordered your Slim, different people take this at different times of the day, and that's okay. Do not be locked up or frozen about like, I don't know when to take it. Some people said to take it after breakfast, and some said before, and some said in the afternoon. That locked me up because I follow instructions to a T, and I got really confused that different people had different instructions. For me, when I first started, I had to have this 30 minutes after breakfast. For me, I functioned optimally doing that. Right now, I feel best if I drink it right before breakfast, maybe like 30 minutes before breakfast. Right when I wake up, I'm drinking this, and then I'm having breakfast later. That's a new switch that came a year and a half in that now I just notice my body responds to that now. When do you do yours? Like a half hour before lunch right now?
No,
or mid-morning?
I usually do it mid-morning. So right about the time when you get that kind of sluggish feeling around 9:30, 10 a.m. That's when I love to take my Slim along with one of the other products she's going to cover, X Factor. And I feel like I just hit this surge of energy. It's clean, clear-headed energy for me, and that's perfect. It also holds me over till lunchtime, so I'm not snacking on, usually our bodies are craving some type of carbs or sugar because of our past history. We go hit the vending machine or something like that. So for me, I have the Slim, the X Factor, and I'm really not hungry until lunch. I'm just not.
Yeah, definitely. If you ordered X Factor, take this with your Slim. That's how I recommend it. Side note, if you are on any thyroid medications, let your sponsor know, and we're going to space out your Slim and your thyroid meds about 4 hours apart. X Factor is going to help your body absorb your Slim and every other nutrient because of the patented, that is like my hardest word, aloe blend. So it's going to take your nutrients and get them in your body where they need to go. So I love pairing them together. For me, this meant hair growth. This meant no more B12 injections. My nails are stronger, good energy. Yeah, I like it. It's the first time I really took a multivitamin and could actually tell a difference day one.
Yeah.
So you're going to start on this, and if you've never been on the products before, stay on this for a few days and see how you're feeling. Keep a journal. Write down some notes. Take your measurements in advance. Write down what you weigh. Write down all of your measurements if you can. Write down some notes on current things that you see in your health. Do you have a headache very often? Any achy joints? What are some things that you're craving right now? Write down as many things as you can, because you're going to notice as you go, things will kind of trigger your memory like, oh yeah, wait, I used to do this and now I don't anymore. And they're going to be really slight changes, and you'll continue to see them as you go. My kids had to point out to me that I didn't have chocolate every afternoon. Now, that's a miracle in and of itself, because I have been addicted to chocolate for years. And I thought it was hereditary. It's like a running joke in our family that all of us, every lady in our family has chocolate every day. Like, you did not go a day without chocolate. It was a need, right? We had many marital conversations about the need for chocolate.
High volume, low impact.
It was a need. I rarely think of it. Thanks, Lacey. Shoot, what was I saying? Ice cream. We used to have a bowl of ice cream every night before bed. I think it was our emotional food, because we'd be really stressed out after a long day and so many emotions, and so we just
finally get the kids to bed.
Yeah, get the kids to bed and have a bowl of ice cream. That's pretty rare now. So yeah, jot down notes because you're going to notice these subtle changes as you go. What are you doing there? Feels kind of funny not seeing everybody right now. 2 cents?
If you take some time to kind of realize what your body is telling you, because we become creatures of habit. So you always do something, you always go for the second cup of coffee, you always whatever. And so if you just kind of take a moment to think about things before you do them, like at the table, I noticed my meals were a lot smaller. I wasn't going for that second meal. The coffee, I was used to having 2 cups of coffee in the morning. That totally drastically changed. Like you said, the ice cream, I think one of my big aha moments was eating like a half bowl of ice cream. It's like, I don't even really want the rest. And it was like, I couldn't force myself to want it. And so pay attention to your body and listen, because your body's going to start speaking to you differently, because once your blood sugars are balanced, your cravings are going to change.
Mm-hmm. So then from there, the key is changing your habits and noticing it, getting in tune with your body again, because suddenly your body is going to be letting you know, or it's going to be wanting what it needs and not what it wants. And that's a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. So after you've been on your Slim and your X Factor for a little bit, then I want you to add in the BioCleanse. This is going to oxygenate your system, help keep you regular. If you are not going to the bathroom 2-3 times a day, we need to help you do that as quickly as possible. That's very important for your health. I know talking about your bathroom habits may be awkward, but shoot me a message. I'm used to it. Let's get you regular. So you're going to add this in. Do not take this with food. That's my only rule for you. Beyond that, figure out what works best for you, either first thing in the morning or mid-morning between breakfast and lunch, or between lunch and dinner, or a couple hours after dinner. Figure it out for you what works best, and then go with it. Because if I'm trying to force you into a schedule that doesn't even work with you, it's not going to work very well. For me as a busy mom, I never think of this in the middle of the day because I'm running around. And so I have to figure out for myself the best times to do it. And usually it will end up being in the evening. And then after that, we're going to do the ProBio 5. This is one of our favorite products. In fact, we're quite sad because we're out. It'll be here any day. This is amazing, though. And so you're going to start this one last. You're going to start with just 1 capsule at night before bed. And most people start feeling great on this right away. There is a small percent that do experience a little bit of detox. That's okay. It's actually a wonderful thing. I know I experienced some of it, and at first I was like, whoa, hold up. I was feeling so good on Slim. I don't want to go through this. But the other part of me was so excited because I had been on probiotics for 15 years, and I believed in probiotics. I had so much that we had 3 high-quality, very expensive brands in our refrigerator, and I didn't even originally plan on buying this. So to see it do something and notice changes, to see that it really was detoxing, this has the antifungals, it has enzymes, it's breaking down the overgrowth of, I don't know what I can't say, we're going to be recording this, the overgrowth of the bad yeast in your body. We'll mute everyone. You were created to have that yeast in your system because it decomposes your body when you die. However, a poor diet, processed foods, high sugar intake, medications, birth control pills, alcohol, so many things can lead to that yeast overgrowing in your gut. And so if that was originally meant to decompose your body when you die, what do you think happens if you have an overgrowth of it now while you're still living? The answer is ding, ding, ding. You're decomposing before you're supposed to. It's really breaking down. Raise hand. It is breaking down your body. It's not good for you. And so that's why you do see such a wide variety of testimonies of people with all different ailments and all different diagnoses, because they are targeting the root issue of what caused the disease or whatever to begin with. It's a beautiful thing. So be excited about it. Keep us posted. If you don't feel wonderful the next day that you start this, just let us know and we'll walk you through what to do, okay? We'll likely increase your BioCleanse, maybe even back up on this a little bit. Make sure you're getting your water intake. It's very rare. Don't be scared. Don't be scared that you're going to be hugging the toilet every day. This is a gentle cleanse. You're going to be good, but we're just going to gradually ease into everything as we go. Stay in good contact with your sponsor, okay? If you ordered Edge, the new product, most of us are saying take it with a big lunch. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah.
All right, I just throw that in there. If you have any other products that you ordered, ask your sponsor about the best time to take it. Check on the Deary Team page or reach out to us and we'll help you. Anything else on that? All right. Then really quickly, I want to break down for you how to have your products paid for. It's very easy to do. It really is. I could teach you a variety of different methods, but the bottom line is simply spreading the word about amazing products. To write down a list of everyone you can think of that you may know that has something going on in their health or something going on in their finances, or maybe they're a close friend or a close family member that you're comfortable saying, hey, I've heard about these products. My friend so-and-so had an amazing testimony on it. My friend Krista recovered from her postpartum issues and better energy, better sleep. Like most of my testimony is not very compliant. Better sleep, better energy. She's not on chocolate anymore. And her husband lost weight and he's maintained it. He's kept his weight off for the last year and a half. Try this with me. We all have friends like that. The first two people that I shared Plexus with was just in a random conversation when I saw them in person because they could tell a difference in me. They could see a pep in my step. They could see that my eyes were sparkling again, that I was smiling, that they could ask me how our Judah was doing and I didn't cry. Like I was there, I was present, and they could tell something had changed. And at that time, I was like still so nervous to actually admit that I was on something called Slim that looked like a diet drink. And so I was like half whispering to them, like, I don't know if you ever heard of this Slim stuff. I'm on this thing called Slim, and it's like, I think it's working. I think it's really working. Well, one of those was our first ambassador. So you're going to have some of people like that you see every day, and they're going to be seeing changes in you. So you can be reaching out just in person like that, or maybe you talk to them by phone quite often. It's going to come up in conversation that, hey, I joined this new thing, so excited about it. Come join me. Let's try this together. Let's have like a little challenge and do 60 days together. Beyond that, though, you're going to just be reaching out through Facebook, through Instagram, through whatever methods you're used to using for a social platform. For me, it was very much Facebook. Oh, Lordy, trying to get this out. I didn't get out much back then at all. There were some weeks that I literally got out once a week, right?
Yeah.
He would do the grocery shopping. I literally would go out every Sunday maybe. So Facebook had kind of become my social place. And it was just natural that was the first place I ever shared. I made a first post before I was even an ambassador. I did not know what I was doing. I had just gone without Slim for a day and a half. And I needed the mail to come. And when it came, I was so excited. I took a picture of my bag and I just posted it and like wrote 2 sentences about it. It was nothing fancy. The picture was not great quality. I didn't use a filter. I didn't hashtag it, nothing. I hadn't learned about any of this. It came from me. It was a post from me. In fact, little Malachi was in the background. You can kind of see him behind this little bag of Slim. And the wording was from me. I wasn't trying to sell anything. Like I said, I wasn't even signed up. But I think that's part of why there was an initial success. All of a sudden, it alerted people that, whoa, hold up, Krista's trying something new. Many people did know that I like natural health. I enjoy studying it. I have my babies at home. We do love essential oils and have a diffuser that was running today. We have an oxygen chamber. Like, we just do weird things. We love supplements. We have chiropractors in the family. So this caught people's attention that, okay, well, if Krista's trying Slim, like this is probably legit. And so it took off from there. And so I encourage you to not hold back. My regret is that I did not share it sooner, because now I'm realizing what I was holding back from my friends list. And that was my initial passion, is I had experienced something so drastic when I didn't think there was anything to help me. In fact, where I was at emotionally and mentally, I thought was a circumstantial thing. I was still looking at my circumstances to bring happiness. I did not realize that much of that brain fog and emotional imbalance and just the sadness that I was in, the irrational thoughts, I did not realize that the bulk of that was an imbalance in my body. I had been treating it spiritually and I had been treating it mentally. And I do believe you do have to treat all 3 parts of who you are. I had done 2 of them, but I hadn't done the 3rd. And amazing things can happen for your spiritual walk, for your marriage, your family, when you get your body back in balance. So there was a passion brewing in me that if this did this much for me in 2 months, who else might be out there that's also struggling in secret? Because no one knew the depths of my struggle. I had shared about Judah. I had shared briefly about my flashbacks. I had shared about what we've gone through, and been transparent about everything except for the darkness in my thought life, except for the days that I wanted to just stay in bed all day, except for the night that I left our family because I was that confused and that emotional and that gone. I did not have a purpose to my life at that time. So if I found out later that there was someone who had a solution for that and they didn't want to tell me because they were afraid or because they had too much pride, I would have wanted to shake them silly, right? So that's how my passion started, is I have got to tell people about this because it's working. And I really believe in this stuff. If you are brand new, I encourage you to take my belief with you and go ahead and make that first post. Ride on my tails of belief. Is that how you'd even say it? Take it and run with it, because you never know what God can do. I didn't know that day that something would be born that would end up changing our finances, bringing breakthrough to our finances that we had been praying for 8 years. We lost everything 8 years ago, you guys, and we've been slowly rebuilding. And this is exactly what we've been looking for. Exactly. We had even desired to be a part of network marketing. We had done it years ago. We saw the freedom that can bring to a family in your time and in your finances, and we did desire it because we knew, what does every ministry look for? They're looking for finances, they need financial help, and they need people to do it. They need people to do the work. And so when you have both the finances that you can give to the ministries that are in your heart, but then you have the time freedom too to serve in any way and not need anything in return, that's pretty exciting. And with our family, we need you home anyway, so it's a good thing. So I encourage you to make a first post on Facebook. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just a picture of you. If you haven't even gotten your products yet, just a picture of you without your products, and put it out there. And it could be as easy as, hey guys, I am starting on a new health journey with Plexus. I've seen my friend so-and-so post about it. She has better energy, she's sleeping great, and she's not craving sugar every day, and I've got to try this for myself. That's it. Just put it out there. See what happens. If you have anyone like it or comment on it, or they have questions, instead of stressing out or getting worried that you don't know all the answers yet, open a 3-way conversation on Facebook. That's exactly what I did. If I had someone reach out to me and they'd say, well, what's in Slim, Krista? And literally I would voice message them or write them back and say, I have no idea. But it's been amazing, and it's working so well for me. Hang on one second. I'm going to open a message with my friend Heather. She's amazing. She loves natural health. She knows so much about these products. Give me 1 sec. And then I'd go over, open up a new message on Facebook, and say, Heather, this is so-and-so. She had a question about the ingredients in Slim. Could you help her out? And then she would take over from there, and 2 things happen. 1, there's extra credibility because they're hearing it from someone else. 3 things happen. There's extra credibility. They get to learn about the products, and you get to learn as you go. And so I was literally earning income before I knew anything about the compensation plan, anything about the products, anything about the company. I did not know. I didn't even know they had much more products when I joined Plexus. I thought it was all about Slim. So make that first post and then put us to work. If we're not your sponsor, then reach out to your sponsor. And if you're a few levels underneath us within our team, we are here to help you. It doesn't matter where you fall in our team. We don't look at that. We're just here to help you, okay? So feel free to put us to work in any way. I'm going to show you 2 different ways. 2 ways you can have your products paid for. And the reason I want to show you 2 ways is I don't want you to lock yourself in or others into how they have to join you. I really firmly believe that if you just share your heart, and you put your heart out there and you're transparent and you love people and you offer them something that's a solution for what they're going through, it's good. The rest is going to fall into place. So I don't want you to feel like you're locking them into, hey, they have to join this way so that I can get my products paid for. No, you offer it to them. Find out which way works best for them, whether it's going to be the retail route or the preferred route or the ambassador route, and your income is going to fall into place and it'll work out just fine. And so I'm going to show you 2 ways that it can do that, okay? The first is by going silver. Silver is the very first rank in Plexus. It's easy to do, and it is 3 people joining your team. This board, I'm going to post in our comments later, okay? But I'm going to show it to you really quick. Sorry, Chatty.
I'm sorry.
Does that show? Is it backwards for everybody?
I think so. Don't just go. It's fine.
Well, here, I'll talk it through. I can't see if they're nodding heads or not. Silver. What silver is you found 3 people to join your team as ambassadors with either a welcome pack. It's not backwards. With either a welcome. Good. Good. Okay. Here, sorry, Johnny's going back up. So silver, you found 3 people to join your team. So you've got you, and you found 1, 2, 3. Now, you do not go silver the moment the 3rd person joins, okay? So once you've had 3 people who have joined your team as ambassadors, we either want to help them get a welcome pack, or we want to help them do 100 PV, and we want to help them turn on their backup order. And here's your income on that really briefly. Because all of you could do this seriously before the end of the month. We've had people do it in a week. We've seen people do it in their first day. You can do this. If you have 3 people join with a regular $99 welcome pack, like the triplex combo or I love the Slim Plus X. I love that one that has the Mega X and the X Factor. You're getting a $25 bonus for each one that joins with a welcome pack. Okay, that'll be in your Friday bonus the following Friday. I'm not going to go into all of the bonuses right now. So that's $75 in a Friday bonus or in multiple Friday bonuses. And for going silver, you also get a $100 bonus. So just right there in your welcome pack bonuses and your $100 bonus, that's $175. Now, is that enough to get your triplex next month for free? It covers it, right? Completely with some left over. This does not include even your PV bonus for your own volume. If you end up having customers that join that month, your first bonus as a silver, the average is like $400 a month, I believe. So your income can be so much more. But I want to show you that 3 people joining your team plus that $100 bonus more than covers your triplex from here on out. The other way, though, is what if your 3 friends that join you, they want to be a customer? I've seen companies and even been a part of companies that the more you charge your customer, the more income you make. With Flexus, it's the opposite. The better deal you give your customer, the more income you make. Isn't that cool? You're never motivated to overcharge a customer. And so it falls right in line with our hearts anyways. We want people to get the best deal. So if you have 3 people that say, hey, I want to join, but I want to keep that 60-day money-back guarantee, which was me. My deal with Chad is if it doesn't work in 60 days, we'll get our money back and I'll see a doctor. So I wanted that money-back guarantee for my first 60 days. So if you know someone that falls in that category, they're like, yeah, I think I want to try, but I want to keep that safety net, encourage them to become a preferred customer. They might be a little bit alarmed at first about the automatic shipping. I wasn't, because I forget about it. So it was perfect that I got my Slim every 30 days. I loved it. But if they are nervous that it's an auto shipment, you let them know. They have total control over it. They can log in. They can cancel their next order. They can pause their next order. They can change it up. They can do whatever they want. There's no penalties or anything. So if you have 3 people join as preferred customers this month and they order a triplex combo, see if I can't read mine backwards on this. So that's 125 PV for each one. That's a $20 preferred bonus for each one. You get a PV bonus for your volume. You get a preferred customer bonus as well. I know I'm going through it fast. I can always share a video that breaks this down better. But your volume's at 375 PV. I'm going to assume that you've also ordered like a triplex and an X Factor. So you also have 125 of your own PV, and this gets you in the 500 club. Every month, I encourage you to shoot for 500 PV because you're now getting 25% commission instead of 15% commission. And I want to tell you something really quick. We were part of a company that you did not get 25% commission until you had $7,500 in volume. In Flexus, once you have $500 in volume, either of your own order or customer orders, you're getting 25% commission on that. Pretty cool. On everything over the first $100. So when you have 500 PV, you're getting a $100 commission, but you're also getting the preferred customer bonuses of $60. That means your total commission for 3 preferred customers is $160. That makes sense? That also would cover next month's triplex, wouldn't it? Every time you have a preferred customer place an order, every single month, you'll get your PV bonus from that order, and you'll get a preferred customer bonus. So my income in the beginning, it grew very fast because of the number of preferred customers I had. I didn't know back then that some people did just join as a wholesale ambassador. I had joined as a customer, and so I just was referring everyone to become a customer unless they came to me and they said they wanted to build a business. I recommended the preferred customer route. I didn't know any different than that. And because of it, our volume grew very quickly. And with that, so did our commission. But it's a nice balance that we have now that you truly can offer them all three options and then see what works best for them. And it is very easy in finding 3 friends to join you on this journey to earn enough that you won't have to come up with the money yourself every month to get your triplex or your X Factor. Alrighty? Is there a way to cancel this spotlight view? Does anybody have any questions? If you do, feel free to put it in the chat or to unmute yourself. I'm going to cancel this.